Before I actually do a video where I get upset about anything, I like to have reliable sources. This video is going to be a little different because I don't really have any reliable sources. The only sources I've heard from so far are Matt, is it Getz or Gates? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. No disrespect either way. This is the only person I've got any information from. He said something on his podcast. Now, I'm not one to take the word of career politicians on face value, especially not legacy career politicians whose father and grandfather were all career politicians also, like Gates or Getz or how you pronounce it. But if what he said is true, I think we need to act preemptively, not wait around and see if something is happening or not. And what he's talking about in his podcast is he's saying that the ATF is moving behind the scenes to regulate or ban braces on pistols. Pistol braces, arm braces, etc. These things that make it easier for people that are handicapped and maybe have one less hand or arm or have weakness. It allows them to shoot more easily and other things. And it also kind of points out the ridiculousness of short barrel rifle laws. But he says the ATF is working behind the scenes to ban these things. And for people out there who say, well, they can't just do that. They can't just ban something. And they've already took a position on these, so they're not going to change it. Well, how are you enjoying those bump stocks? Because braces could easily go the way of bump stocks really quick. And what I want to point out to people here is everyone keeps saying defund the ATF, which I agree with 100%. But why not bring this to Trump's doorstep? Everyone keeps talking like the ATF is this independent entity that does whatever it wants. Well, the Justice Department regulates them, and Trump obviously regulates the Justice Department these days. So where is Barr and Trump and all those guys who are supposedly so pro-Second Amendment and on our side? Where are they at while this is happening? Are they too busy having rallies or what? Which I'm fine with him having his rallies. I'm even fine with him having them during COVID. It's everyone's choice if they want to go there or not. But where are they? And why aren't they standing up for this? If I was a president who right now is, let's face it, facing an uphill battle for re-election when he's like 15, 16 points down in a lot of battleground states, I wouldn't want to be appearing anti-Second Amendment or anti-freedom. If they take steps to ban pistol braces, that's one more step towards banning whatever they want, carte blanche, whenever they want, if they get away with this also. So I think we've seen we can't count on a Supreme Court stepping in. They have no interest in doing anything for the Second Amendment. As much lip service as Kavanaugh gave to it, they did nothing. They just let all 10 cases that they could have heard, they just rejected all 10 of them. So we can't count on Supreme Court. I may say, fuck the Supreme Court, why is Trump and them doing this? Why is Barr allowing this to happen? If Matt Gaetz is saying this is happening, well, why are we just putting the emphasis on the agency that's doing it? Why aren't we putting the emphasis on the people who control those agencies? Why aren't we looking at this administration? Because when he says the ATF is thinking of doing this, what he's really saying is the Trump administration is doing this. I know he doesn't want to say it that way, but that's the reality. So, this is where we would normally say, everybody write your congressmen, write your senators. Fuck that. That does no good. So what I'm saying today is let's tweet Donald Trump. He likes to listen to tweets. He does the Twatter all the time. He's a big old Twatter. So let's get on there and twit or twat or whatever it is and send him a message. Let's say, hey, a president facing an uphill election who is reliant on the conservative community and the Second Amendment community, maybe you shouldn't appear anti-Second Amendment right now. Maybe you shouldn't appear anti-freedom right now. Hashtag defund the ATF. Hashtag Trump administration bans bump stocks. Whatever we have to do to get his attention. But I'm going to go over and try to figure out, like I said, the Twatter in a few minutes. I'm not good at it. I don't know how to do it just directly. I have tweeted things unintentionally in the past because it shares it from my Instagram account. But I don't really know how to use it. But I'm going to go over and figure out how to use it. And I suggest you all do the same. Like I said, tweet. I think it's the real Donald Trump. I don't know. Look it up. It's Twitter. It's famous, obviously. Everybody follows him on Twitter. I don't, because I don't know how to use Twitter. But go over, try to get Donald Trump's attention. As many people as possible need to tag Donald Trump and say, defund the ATF, hashtag defund the ATF, and why are you even letting this happen? Aren't you supposed to be Second Amendment? Can we count on you to be pro-Second Amendment? Or are you just going to continue, like we've seen in the past, with the take the guns first, give them due process later, banning bump stocks, and all the other stuff you've done, like not even mentioning that the Supreme Court should take up one of the Second Amendment cases? Are we still supposed to believe your Second Amendment? Well, here might be your chance before the election to let us know you're not totally full of shit.